Yeah. I'd like to talk to you for a second about, I'm going to redo a video, and it's the one that, I switched from oil linseed oil, raw linseed oil. I noticed the views are not too good, but also I got too many dislikes on it, and I don't like that. So I wanted to do a better video, so this is the introduction to my video, and I want you to know that I didn't make it. I wasn't trying to make it all shaky, but you know, it happens. It got shaky, and you know, I was doing the best that I could with what I had. So I redid the video. I'm redoing this, and I hope you guys enjoy this. This is my introduction. I go into the process of why I switched from raw linseed oil to bullet linseed oil. So I hope you guys enjoy this. So yeah, today I want to talk about why I switched from boiled linseed oil, this stuff right here, to Sunnyside raw linseed oil. But I don't use raw linseed, this kind. I use flaxseed oil. I just ran out. I don't have any more right now. But I wanted to switch. Yeah, I switched from the boil to the raw, and I quit using oil linseed oil. I started using the raw, but I don't use this one. I use flaxseed oil. I just don't have any flaxseed oil now. I use it up pretty quickly. Okay, so normally I just put on a coat of raw linseed oil. Whenever I do a stick, I always put whenever I do a stick with oil, I always put on several coats of linseed oil. Whenever it sucks it up, I put it on. So I'm going to show you how I do it real fast. I'm going to put a coat on here real fast, and then we'll see how it goes. And then I just repeat this process until it stops absorbing. So I just put it on and I do it again. Sometimes it takes one a day, sometimes it takes one coat a day or 2 coats a day, or sometimes it even takes up to 2 to 3 days before it just totally absorbs. And once it fully absorbs, then I go back and do it again. So the next process I like to do, when I get a coat that, I have a wood that has a surface coating on it, I just leave it and then I put a coat of oil on it. But the new process I've been starting to do is put a coat on there, leave it for 5 minutes, and then I wipe it back. So I'm going to do this with this one. I'll show you how. This one's got a, kind of a surface coating on it already, so I'm going to put a coat on it real fast. I just take it and go like this. Especially that bottom part. That bottom part needs a lot of oil. After about 5 minutes, I let it soak in for 5 minutes, and I wipe it back and ready. So when I get a chance to, I'll come back and I'll wipe it back. I'll show you that when I get to it. Okay, it's been about 5 minutes. I'm going to wipe this back real fast, and then I'm going to talk a little bit why I do it this way. These processes I do. is not really just to build it, get a thicker coating to refresh the old coat. Okay, so the main reason I switched from the raw linseed oil to the raw linseed oil from the boiled linseed oil is mainly because I started using boiled linseed oil. It made my hands all cracked. Every time I'd use it, it'd make my hands get all cracked out, and it would crack my hands and dry them out. I don't know if it was the chemicals, I don't know what it was, but that, and it wasn't really getting in the wood. It would gum up on my wood and make a mess, and it was not my favorite to do. So I quit using that for that reason, and that was the reason. But anyways, the point was that I'm using raw linseed oil for my wood, but I mainly use flaxseed oil. I don't really use that raw linseed oil that you saw me do. But when I run out of the flaxseed oil, it goes pretty fast because it's so thin and it penetrates so deep into the wood. And so, you know, whenever I get a new stick done, whenever I work on wanting to get it done. Stick, I put it in the closet and let it dry. Well, my storage unit actually, not my closet. So I put it in there and I let it dry for a good 4 to 6 months, and then as it dried for 4 to 6 months, then I let it sit there, and then I actually put the paste wax on it. And so what I do is, when I get a chance, I put the paste wax on there. I don't care, I just use Midnight's paste wax. And what I do is I put a coat of paste wax on it, so I can get a little bit of a sheen. It looks better, and to me it feels better. And then I just, you know, I keep doing that. So what I do is I put paste wax on there. So every stick I do is put paste wax. So after all that, then I buff it out and then put the rubber tip on and use it. And I have several sticks. There's not any particular ones I like to use. I like the freeform and I like the natural vein. But both work great and they're very nice to use, and they help straighten out your posture too. And to me, I feel naked without a walking stick. You might heard the old boys say, you know, back in the Western days, I feel naked without a gun. Well, I feel naked without a walking stick. So, yeah. This one right here is the Liptus walking stick. So, I made this one a long time ago. This one has the surface coating. I'm going to have to recoat it with the clear oil, wipe it back, and then, you know, just to refresh the coat. So, I'll show you another one of my walking sticks in a second. This one here is my Dogwood Walking stick. It's very nice. This one is a very hard walking stick. I actually got this from in the Raw, a blank walking stick, KY walking stick. So I'll have to put the link down below where you can find his walking sticks. He's got some twisted ones and all that stuff. And what I prefer is people use a hardwood walking stick. Now, ladies, they're going to like a lighter weight walking stick. So a maple that is a little bit thinner, like 1 1/8 inch in diameter, lightweight. That's what they like. They don't like the heavy sticks. I can understand that. They're small sets of men, like 1 1/4. I don't like to go no thicker than 1 1/2 for the sticks for them. But yeah, so biggest other reason why I switched from boiled linseed oil is that it's crap. I don't think it's really true linseed oil. I think it's just a bucket of chemicals. And that's my biggest pet peeve about that one. I do not like it having all that chemicals in it. And they used to use Japan dryers. Now they used to use lead. Now they use Japan dryers. And it's something you don't want on your skin. And I'm one of these who likes to touch it with my bare hand and rub it in. I like doing that a lot, although I do the rag because it's quicker, but I like to do it by hand. I love the feel of the wood. And there's nothing beats a raw linseed oil walking stick. Nothing beats it. There's nothing out there that beats a raw linseed oil walking stick after it's cured and the oil's cured in it and polished with your hands. It makes it look so nice. So I'm gonna replace my old video, this one. So I'm sorry about the old video that was shaky. This one's not gonna be shaky. I got a stimulus package and I got a better setup now. So hope you enjoy this. Take care and God bless.